Wow, that's pretty sweet. That's tunage of Hassan El Tayyab. Did I do it right?
Hassan El Tayyab, yeah.
Hassan El Tayyab. I've been doing the accent on the wrong syllable all morning. But thank you, and it's great to have you here. You are an activist as part of the Chicago Area Peace Action Group. You want to just tell us who that is and where they work, and we'll get to the event that we want to publicize in a minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Hassan El Tayyab. I'm the Policy and Organizing Director at Chicago Area Peace Action, or CAPA, and we are a nonprofit in the Chicagoland area. We're an affiliate of a larger group called Peace Action.
There we go.
It's been around
Sure.
for about 60 years. Oldest, largest peace nonprofit in the country.
That's right.
And we do a lot of peace advocacy work and advocacy for legislation.
And in honor of Earth Day, you have a concert coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
April 7th at Reva Place in Evanston, 536 Custer. And I forget what time it is.
Actually, it's 620 Madison Street.
Sorry?
In Evanston.
Oh,
At Reva Place Church. And if folks want to get tickets or get more information, go to shypeaceaction.org.
shypeaceaction.org.
Yeah.
This is a pretty incredible lineup of talent. Besides yourself, we have Morning playing, and the group comes Sunday.
Yeah.
Lots of independent, kind of folk, but that probably doesn't fairly label or characterize this music.
What's the new label for this music? This sweet music that we just let in with, which is also yours.
Yeah.
With a piece called Fold In.
Yeah. That one's called If It Looks Like It Feels, and it's kind of, I guess, like a little gospel soul with a mix of folk in there. It's hard to stick in one vein.
And you did win the Troubadour Sound competition at some point out in Colorado, right?
Yeah, well, I was a finalist at the 2017 Telluride Troubadour competition.
Sweet.
And for some song I wrote.
Any excuse to go to Telluride, I think, is probably a good thing.
It was pretty awesome.
So you want to do some music?
Yeah, sure.
While we're sitting here with the guitar in your hands?
Absolutely.
All right. And is there somebody else that we're going to hear?
Yeah, so my good pal Ashley Kushner is going to be singing some harmony, and I'm really stoked.
Thanks for adding a little estrogen to the guest lineup here,
Yeah, we need
Ashley.
So this is a tune, it's a pretty new tune I wrote called Kiss You Goodnight. One of my guitar students came in, and he said he hadn't practiced. And I said, man, you don't tell your guitar teacher that. But he said, my dad's a truck driver. He's gone, 3 weeks he's gone 3 weeks and home for 2 days. And I kind of broke my heart a little bit, and I wrote a love song from the dad to the son as he's trying to get home. It's getting late, I'm still on the road with 16 wheels and this truck full of cargo. I make my living trying to get back home. To you, my boy, you are my heart and soul. I love you, son, can't wait to see you again. I've missed so much, it's time to make my amends. All day long I've been on this road to see you, baby. I've been gone way too long, and it's driving me crazy. Soon you know I'll hold you in my arms, tuck you in tight. I can't wait to kiss you goodnight. 12 days driving, 2 days home. I missed your birthday, had to send you a love note. With the time we have, we always make the most. When it's over, I don't want to let it go. Strong smell of diesel is filling the air. High octane coffee that could straighten my hair. Keeps me going, now I'm almost there. My engine's rolling and you know I care. When times are hard, just wipe the tears tears from your eyes. No, I'll see you soon. You are the love of my life. All day long I've been on this road to see you, baby. I've been gone way too long, and it's driving me crazy. Soon you know I'll hold you in my arms, tuck you in tight. I can't wait to kiss you goodnight. It's getting late, I bet you are sleeping, and this interstate is rainy and freezing. Empty coffee cups are rolling on my floor, but it's your love that gets me to my front door. All day long I've been on this road to see you, baby. I've been gone way too long, and it's driving me crazy. Soon you know I'll hold you. Soon you know I'll hold you in my arms, tuck you in tight. I can't wait to kiss you goodnight. Kiss you goodnight. Kiss you goodnight.
Sweet.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. Wow.
Thanks.
That's kind of a tearjerker there.
Yeah.
Really is. So Hassan, tell us about how you got involved with Chicago Area Peace Action, and when you say that's a tributary from Chicago Peace Action, the group that I was first aware of as a 18-year-old in Rogers Park,
Yeah.
because what it was the gray-haired ladies, doing who were in the peace movement back
Yeah.
then, and they were brave and they were brilliant, and they formed, gave us leadership as
A lot of
young
history.
people.
Yeah.
So how did you hook up with this bunch?
Yeah, so I lived in California, and I wanted to make a move to be a little closer to family, and I was looking for more organizing jobs. I was pretty much a full-time musician for about 10 years, and I started teaching music at Steege Elementary School, and I was just kind of torn up because it was really like the lowest performing school in one of the lowest performing districts in the country. And I was going in there, and I just saw how difficult a situation a lot of our young people are facing in schools. And then, so I decided I wanted to kind of get involved in politics again. So I dusted off my poli-sci degree and decided to kind of jump back in the game. And the reason why I'm really interested in the peace movement in particular is because so much of our spending is going into the military.
Yep.
We're about to spend $1.7 trillion on new nuclear weapons. Just about 54% of our discretionary.
Only if that Congress lets it happen.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, so I figured, well, maybe this is a good way to help my kids at Steege and to help kids around the world by trying to redirect our resources into things that matter. So
You won't find any lack of sympathy here.
Yeah.
But how exactly are you folks trying to achieve that? What are your week-to-week activities?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that. So we do a lot of grassroots lobbying and organizing. We set up events like this benefit concert. We try to spread the word and awareness. We also do a lot of street organizing where we're kind of interacting with people, on a face-to-face level, and just try to tell them about the issues, try to get them to sign petitions. Because right now, members of Congress, they still are responsive to us, but we just have to have the volume, and they have to be contacted a lot about a certain issue. So that's our job, is to raise awareness and get folks to contact their legislators. And then we do in-district lobby meetings and in D.C. lobby meetings as well. So we try to move the conversation in that way. And there's definitely other stuff we do. So.
Has Congress had its brief debate on a budget bill that no one read before they passed, which tremendously increases so-called defense spending, which may also include the wall, because I guess we need that for national security.
Yeah, nothing's better for peace than building a wall.
How do you mobilize people in this kind of environment to challenge what seems to be a steamroller to just spend more and more on weapons of destruction?
Yeah, well, So people are organizing themselves right now, and I think we're at a really amazing moment where folks are waking up and coming out in the streets. And so I find that it's actually, you know, if you offer a clear strategy and a vision for peace, people want to get involved, and that's what I keep finding out. And you know, so we just kind of keep growing. But the thing is, we have to put in the energy and really have to get the word out. So the event that we want to remind people is it's related to Earth Day. Yeah.
I mean, you're calling it your Earth Day event, right?
Yeah, it's Earth Day Every Day concert for Chicago Area Peace Action.
Right, and it's at Reba Place, Reba Concert Center, 620 Madison in Evanston, and it's April 7th. So Chicago Peace Action is also where people can look to find out more about what you were just mentioning, ongoing activities.
Absolutely. You know, you can check out our campaigns, and just go to shypeaceaction.org.
Okay, so should we do another song?
We're gonna go out with a song.
We still have time, so we can ask you a couple more questions.
Sure, please do.
Right.
What would be the one thing off of your street work and the other organizing work that your organization is up to? What's the one thing you'd like people to do leading into Earth Day, besides attend the concert?
Well, one piece of legislation, so folks might say, wait a second, climate change, what does that have to do with peace in the military? Well, we really look at the intersectionality of issues. And we see that climate change is a threat multiplier. There's a 10-year-long drought in Syria, and then a civil war happens, and then ISIS happened.
Yeah.
So we look at the intersectionality and connection of a lot of these issues. So as far as one piece of legislation we're working on is the Off Fossil Fuels for a Better Future Act, HR 3671. So if folks want to call their representative in support of the OFF Act, that basically would get America completely off fossil fuels by 2035.
HR
3671.
671. Okay. All right, and I love the use of the notion threat multiplier because that's exactly, it's what it feels like is going on. Actually, every single day is what it feels like.
Keeping up with this stuff is getting harder and harder to do because they seem to be throwing something at us literally every day on a tweet or something else.
Yeah, well, I think it's important for folks to take a deep breath, realize that this country has gone through a lot, and we're going to get through this if we come together.
That's great advice.
Yeah, just take a deep breath out there, and also
really
focus
good
on what you can control. And part of that is your own community.
That's right.
Focusing on the people around you, and also focusing on the 2018 midterms. I think it's just really imperative that we get involved and, find, peace action. We're not actually we're not partisan. We support, there are certain Republican legislators that, Rand Paul recently voted for one of our bills to end U.S. support for the Saudi war on Yemen. So,
yeah.
So it's like finding where you can find common ground and coalition, because there are a lot of people that will support certain issues, but definitely focusing on the midterms and saying that we reject a lot of the negative things that have been coming down the pipe from this new administration.
Hassan El Tayyab, what excellent advice. Excellent advice, and we encourage our listeners to go to our Facebook page to reconnect with any of our three guests today and their Facebook pages and their additional
And you'll already see a clip of Hassan performing just a few minutes ago up on Facebook. It's already gotten 3 shares.
Uh-oh.
Very good. Very good. We want to thank everybody who makes this show possible. While you start your tune, that includes Lynn Orman Weiss, Alex DePompe, Dan Kugler, Diamond Gant,
Somewhere in
now Andrew Moreno.
Places where
We ask you to do good in the world. The world needs all the good that you do. All power to the people.
On this piece of dust where raindrops turn to rust and makes our gardens grow. Between the time we're born and when we're held in someone's arms, we're all helpless babes. Between now and then, and there and back again, between the night and day. Oh, we're somewhere in the folds. Oh, somewhere in the folds, places where we grow. When I breathe my last breath in my failing health, who will hold my hand? And as I think about my life and everything I've done, will I understand? When they put me in the ground, I'll hear a steady sound, I'll hear a beating heart. And if this earth is just a drum for us to dance upon, when did the music start? Oh, it started in the folds. Oh, somewhere in the folds, places where we grow. So let's give it all in this time we have. Give it all in this time we have. Give it all in this time we have. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it's somewhere in the folds. Oh, somewhere in the folds, places where we grow.
Hallelujah. Woo. That's the end of Live from the Heartland. Thanks for listening.